Hi guys, it's Lori. I'm coming at you today with a recipe challenge. I've been challenged by Alma over at Keto Meets Menopause, and the link to her channel is going to be down below. Make sure you check that out. She has come up with a recipe for chia coconut flour pancake. So I'm going to try that. You're going to be watching me do it for the very first time. I've never done it before. I have no idea how it's going to turn out. Hopefully I don't fail. I have come up with 3 different versions of her recipe. The first 2 are pretty similar, but the third one is very different. So I made a lot of changes to it, let's put it that way, some substitutions. So if you want to see that little experiment, stick around. Okay, what I did was I already prepared the first batch. In this I have a ½ cup of chia seeds. I have Alma used sunflower seeds, but I already opened it, so I used some chopped pecans. I have a cup and a half of almond milk, and I have I don't know, about a teaspoon of vanilla. I just use this imitation stuff. So yeah, and I also decided to put in a little bit of cinnamon, and the sweetener I used is not going to be what everybody's going to want to use, but the label's all twisted around for some reason. But I did put in about five little squirts of this Splenda. So yeah, so for the rest of the ingredients, I've got 4 ounces of cream cheese, which I'm going to pop into the microwave and soften it up real good. I've got 4 eggs, and I have some baking powder. I'm going to use a ½ teaspoon of that. And I also have some coconut flour, and I'm not exactly sure how much I'm going to put in. I'm just going to keep adding it until it looks right. I'm actually not sure what looks right because I've never made these before, but we'll find out. All right, let's get to it. Actually, I probably should have stirred this a little. Yeah, it looks good. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, okay.
Can you believe this? Right on camera. Look at this. Look at this. This egg is boiled. My granddaughter played with my eggs. I thought they were raw. Oh, man. I think this one's raw. Let's check. I wondered why that egg wouldn't crack. I was like, my God, this shell is really strong. Now, got the 4 ounces of cream cheese. Can't forget the ½ teaspoon of baking powder. Go over here and grab my old, practically antique tablespoon. Used to be my grandma's. Let's try, I know it's going to take more than one, so let's try 2 tablespoons of coconut flour. Really should have used a bigger bowl. Okay, I think I'm going to try another. And about another half. Okay, let's come over to the stovetop and try cooking these babies up. Alright, I got butter in my skillet, all hot and ready to go. I want to flatten them out a little bit, so turn that heat down a little bit. It was on medium, turned it down a little. Oh, mess. That one's a little big. Oopsie. Okay, that's going to be a big one. That's going to be a big one. It does take about 4 minutes on one side at least. And this one was too big and I broke it, but that's okay. Okay. It's been 4 minutes on this side. They smell amazing. Looks good. Oh yeah. See how this big boy looks? It's falling apart, but hey, it'll still taste the same, right? Okay, so in order to do all 3 of my versions, I need to make some more of the chia. It's like chia pudding. It's like the chia pudding is the base of this recipe. So let's go ahead and do both of them at the same time. They're both going to need a half cup of chia seeds. So let's do that. I'm going to do chopped pecans in mine. I'm going to do chopped pecans in both of them. Does that look like a 1/3 cup to you? Maybe, maybe not. A little bit of cinnamon on top, on both of them. Now I need to add a half a cup of almond milk. Alma used cashew milk. Did I say a half cup? Because I meant 1.5. 1.5 cups of almond milk. I really do have stevia, okay? I'm going to use it. I don't know. That far up in the dropper? This is a pretty big dropper. Okay, next, for one of them, I'm going to go ahead and use the vanilla. How much? I don't really know. Just pour in a generous amount. Vanilla. Now this one is going to have the imitation maple, okay? Well, make sure you get down in there and stir them up. See, I've never worked with this chia seed pudding stuff before. Look. See, they're not all wet. They're like clumping up in there. This is weird. This is just weird. Okay, off camera I went ahead and mixed up the version with the maple extract. I did it off camera because I mixed it exactly the same as I mixed the first batch. Don't worry, they're all going to get taste tested when I'm done. These smell amazing. These maple, oh yeah, they smell really good. All right. Okay, here we go. This is going to be my experiment. All right, this is the chia mixture after it's been in the refrigerator for almost 2 hours. And it's just got the vanilla in it, and it has pecans. All right, put it in there. What I'm shooting for here is a high protein little pancake treat. I'm not using coconut flour. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to mix up the flour. Those are in air quotes, by the way. The flour portion is going to get mixed up in my Ninja. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm making some substitutions because this is what I'm using. I'm using the whey protein, banana cream flavor. All right, I'm going to use 1 scoop of that, and I'm also going to use 1 scoop of this unflavored whey protein. I have a reason for this, which I will explain, I promise. Okay, there's that. I'm still going to go ahead and use the ½ teaspoon of baking powder. Instead of cream cheese, I'm adding a ½ cup of sour cream. instead of the 4 eggs, I'm using liquid egg, a cup of it, which is the equivalent of 4 eggs. There we go. All right, let's see what kind of mess we can make here. There's a couple reasons I mix this up in my Ninja. One reason is because protein powder tends to be really lumpy when you try to mix it in something, I noticed. And also because I want these to be a little bit thinner, like a really thin pancake. Okay, so let's get this mixed together. Oops, let me get my little scraper. This smells really good. It smells so banana-y. Is that a word? It is now. Guys, I hope these pancakes are really good because I'm gonna have pancakes for days and days. Okay, let me explain to you really quick why I made the substitutions that I made in the last batch. I didn't figure out the macros in this, but I did figure out the calorie content for some of the ingredients because that protein powder, the banana protein powder, it's 200 calories per scoop. That's a lot. The unflavored protein powder is 90 calories. So, you know, that's a pretty big difference. So I decided to use a scoop of each instead of using 2 scoops of the banana. To cut calories even further, I used liquid eggs instead of real eggs. So the calories in 1 egg is 70 calories, and there's 25 calories in the equivalent of 1 egg in the liquid. Okay, to cut the calories even a little bit further yet, instead of using cream cheese, I used sour cream, which the 4 ounces of cream cheese has 388 calories, and a half cup of the sour cream has 246. So, I mean, you're not going to be getting that many calories unless you eat the entire batch. So, but I'm just saying that's the difference in calories. There's a big difference. In the entire batch, just those ingredients alone being switched saves a total of 432 calories. So, your best bet if you don't want to switch up any of the ingredients is to go with the coconut flour instead of protein powder. So, anyway, but I wanted to do a high protein post-workout treat. So, that is the reason for my experimental recipe. Got some pecans here. I'm gonna sprinkle a few more on top. Just because I want to. All right, I'm hoping they're not burnt. It's been 3.5 minutes. No, they look good. They look good. Ooh, those look really good. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, we're gonna do a quick taste test for you. I got all 3 versions. This is the one that has, I showed him Alma's video so he'd know what he's eating. This is the one that just has the vanilla in it. Doesn't have any sunflower seeds. Pecans instead. Try it. I haven't tried it yet either. I might have snuck a little bite. Okay, they're a little bit floppy. They weren't like that fresh out of the pan. I microwaved it, so this is really hot.
Good. It's a funny texture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's good. The texture is much different. So, much different than I'm used to in a low-carb pancake. But it is good, isn't it? Is that something you'd eat?
On occasion, maybe.
As a pancake? He's not a huge fan of pancakes anyway, but... Okay. Now this one is pretty much the same as that first one, but it has, instead of vanilla, it has maple in it. So, try this one. I like that better.
I like that one better.
Do you? Okay. I like the maple flavor. And by the way, when I made this, I did add a little bit extra sweetener and maple.
Kind of tastes like oatmeal.
It does taste like oatmeal. Mm-hmm. It tastes like maple brown sugar oatmeal, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it does. Okay. This is the high protein ones, made with the protein powder and all the little substitutions that I made. So. It's a lot thinner.
I think I like this one the best.
I do too. We both like this one the best. This could be a nice little post-workout treat. A little switch up from protein powder, for me at least, when I get sick of protein powder.
I need 12.
Huh?
I need 12.
I know. It's good. Can you tell what flavor the protein powder is?
Anna.
Mm-hmm. Yep. This is really good with a little bit of butter on it. This is the one I took a bite of.
So you're gonna
Earlier.
eat all that one.
Huh?
So you're gonna eat all that one.
You want it? Okay, there you go. Thanks for watching. See ya.